everybody, this is John. Welcome to another Golden Card Comics episode. I have been tagged, not once, but twice, for the top 20 covers tag that's going around, started by Seeking Near Mint Comics. I've been tagged by Larry over at Rebel Komix and by Bryanspaceboy227. So I'm real excited. I was hoping to do this tag, and I just didn't want to do it with someone just out and out tagging me. So first I want to start with the first appearance of my new book easel, because I saw other YouTubers had really cool easels to hold their comics, so I went out looking for one. Wasn't gold when I found it, but it was by the time I was finished. So hopefully it works out really well for us. And let's get started with the tag video. Top 20 covers. Going to start with something I found just this week on New Comic Book Day. This is Captain Kronos #1. Vampire Hunter. I was just stunned when I saw. I didn't even know this was going to be a thing. You know, Hammer Films used to make some of the best horror movies back in the 70s. They had Dracula. They had just random vampire movies, werewolf movies, Frankenstein monster movies, and they were just kind of gritty and scary, and they were kind of the pinnacle of scary stuff back in the 70s. And now they've got a comic, and this is the Hammer Glamour version. Sorry about these things, guys. I'm going to try and get rid of them there so you can see the whole book. But, oh, someone sent a message. But, yeah, I mean, this is basically a film of one of the, or a picture of one of the ladies that was in the in one of the films. And it just took me back. So, there's number 20. I just love that. Okay, moving on to Forever Evil, #5. This is the variant copy. I think it's 1 in 25. And this is done by Ethan Van Sciver. Love the way he does Black Adam. I like the way he does most of his characters, but Black Adam he just really nails. Alright. This was a real big surprise for me. Superman Adventures, #58. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an Alex Ross cover. Now, I got to thank a fellow YouTuber for having that in one of his hauls and showing that. And if I could remember who it was, I would so tell you. So I even commented on the video, and now I can't remember who it was. It might have been Dressier's. And if it wasn't, I feel bad. But I'll go back and look. And hey, if you're watching and it was you, put it down in the comments below, because I'm really thankful you showed it to me, and I'm really sorry I'm forgetting who you are right at this moment. Alright, this cover I absolutely love, but a little confusion on it. Maybe you guys can help me out. Supergirl #5. Now, there's another variant of this cover that looks real similar, where Supergirl's looking at the Dark Supergirl, and her hair is different, and so on. Now, I know one of the covers is done by Churchill, the other one's done by Michael Turner, or maybe they're... I think this is the one done by Michael Turner. I know that in this one, Michael Turner's name is circled down here. The other one, it's up above Churchill. So, if you could give me some feedback, I think this is the Turner cover. Even if it's not, I like this cover. It's in the top 20. Now, this one, I know for sure, is the Michael Turner cover. We're looking at Batman Superman #13. And I like it so much that by accident, really, I didn't end up with one, I ended up with two. Two Michael Turner covers there. Batman Superman 13. I'm going to try and get through this. I know it's 20 covers, and I probably have like a little over 20, but... Alright. Justice Society of America #23. The Alex Ross Black Adam cover. Again, Alex Ross. I'm a big fan of Alex Ross. I would say my 3 favorite artists, well, 4. We'll go with 4. We'll go with 5. Never mind. Alex Ross is one of them. There you go. Now, if you watch my channel a lot, or even on a semi-regular basis, you know I love my bombshells, my statues. Well, those statues are actually based on the bombshell covers. This is Bombshells #29 with Supergirl and Power Girl. And this is artwork by Aunt Lucia. And that's just pretty stuff right there. Now, not a bombshell per se, but it kind of reminded me of one. More of a rockabilly look. This is Lady Death Secrets #1. And the artist on this one is David Harrigan. Did a great job. I saw this down at Denver Comic Con and I had to grab it. Now, all of my Lady Death comics at this point, because I've been lucky, are all signed by Lady Death creator Brian Pulido, right up there. Met him in person at Cheyenne Comic Con, saw him again at Denver Comic Con. Actually, I met him at Denver Comic Con last year, so I met him in Denver before I met him in Cheyenne. Anyway. Speaking of Cheyenne Comic Con, this is the Cheyenne Comic Con exclusive Lady Death Knight Rider edition #0. These are numbered editions to 99. This is number 45 of 99. And that is the regular version of the Cheyenne exclusive. This is the naughty version of the Cheyenne exclusive. Also numbered to 99. This again, I went and got a matching number, so this is number 45 of 99. Again, both are signed by Brian. And the artist on this one is Michael DiPascale, or DiPascal. Pick your pronunciation. Go with the Italian, Pascale. Alright, we have Firestorm #1 from the New 52. Another Ethan Van Sciver book. I just like the way he just, everything has such a definition to it. I just really like the way he does his heroes. And then the composition is just really cool. You have the yellow uniform, you have the red uniform coming together. It's pretty cool. The Fury of Firestorm. Alright. This is Black Adam #1, or Justice League of America 7.4 in reality. Lenticular cover. I have the whole line of lenticular covers. I love them all. But this one's my favorite. Art on this one by Tony Daniel and Matt Banning is what I was able to find out. And man, just look at it. I mean, if you would have told me back 3 years ago, 4 years ago when these came out, that black on a pink background would be the way to go, wouldn't have believed you. But this comic just pops. And so it's in my top 20. Alright, we got another bombshell cover. Harley Quinn #7, the bombshell variant. This is also covered by, well, actually, this is by Billy Tucci. No, I lied. I'm wrong. This cover is by Aunt Lucia. My bad. And I love it, especially now that I got my deluxe Harley statue, which looks exactly like this cover. Love it even more. Now this one kind of had to do 2 covers for the price of one, because this is Scotty Young, and this is Superior Spider-Man #32 and Amazing Spider-Man #9. These are the variant editions, and of course they go together, and that just makes it an awesome cover. I know a lot of people are doing the adjoining covers things, but this one just really speaks to me. I know my son's a Spider-Man collector, but I love it. Okay, this is Hardy's Little Black Book #4 with the bombshells. This is the 1 in 25 variant. This cover is done by Billy Tucci. And I really like it there. Of course, you got Catwoman and Wonder Woman and Batwoman and Zatanna and Harley, and all in their bombshell gear. Good stuff. Alright, going to hit the Golden Age for a little bit. Give a shout out to Gene Paul East Peter, because he helped me find this on eBay. This is Lone Ranger #1. Just a great cover. I mean, you get so much of the story in the cover. You've got the Lone Ranger on silver, Tonto on Scout. I actually have a Scout toy here somewhere. The criminals chasing him, I guess. I mean, it's just a good-looking cover. I mean, its golden age is from 1948, and but it still looks pretty good to me, and I'm real happy to have it. All right. Coming of the Superman #1. I know this book and the storyline just didn't get a whole lot of love, but the art I thought was fantastic. Neil Adams, of course. And I've got the 1 in 25 variants as well, where it's basically this cover in black and white. I'll be honest with you, I like this cover better. I just like it in color. Just classic Neil Adams Superman. I should have had him sign it. I'll think about it next year or whenever the next chance it is I have to meet him. Okay. Back to Alex Ross. Back to the Harley's Little Black Book days when they first came out. A whole bunch of DC titles did the whole polybag thing where you get different variants of certain covers in certain titles. This is from Batman 47. And this is the Alex Ross sketched variant. And of course it's taking upon that theme from Batman Harley Quinn back when Harley was first introduced into DC continuity. And instead of just the Joker and Harley, you've got Batman in the middle. And there's the sketched variant. There's the inked variant. And of course there's the full color variant. Now I know some of these I've shown before in other top cover videos. Some are different, some are not. Yeah, that's the way life is. You know, as you add to your collection, you're going to change with some things. Anyway, back to the polybags, because this is J. Scott Campbell, of course. And this is actually from Harley's Little Black Book, #1. And this is, of course, the sketched variant. And, of course, these are all signed by J. Scott Campbell. I had these signed last year. And I've got the inked variant. And one more time, I've got the full color variant. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge J. Scott Campbell fan. This cover I liked. I think I've got 1 or 2 others that I had him sign. But I really, really like this cover. Alright, coming close to the end here. This is Rebel Komix #67. Now, I could not verify the cover artist. Maybe one of you can. I did see that the chief artist was a gentleman by the name of C.C. Beck. So, maybe he did the cover. Don't know. But, wow. Look at that. After all these years, you got Captain Marvel, you got the Spy Smasher. Inside the book, you've got how Fawcett is doing recycling efforts to help with the war effort and to be a patriot. I mean, just a lot of history in that book. And look, I mean, look at the red in Captain Marvel's uniform. I mean, it's still popping. Could you imagine what it looked like when it first came out? Good stuff. Alright, down to my last 2 books. These should come as no big surprise to anybody. We have the Harley Quinn #1 Adam Hughes cover. Just love that cover. Told this story before, but basically when this issue first came out, the LCS that was in business at the time here in Cheyenne and no longer is, the owner had one of these in stock. He wasn't sure if he wanted to sell it. I was back and forth with him. Maybe it was just a tactic to get me to pay more. I don't know. But I ended up getting this book for 30 bucks. And then a few years back, I had the chance to meet Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti. And I had them sign the book, CGC, Signature Series. Came back in 9.6. And, you know, I just love this book. I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful drawing. If I ever get a chance to meet Adam Hughes, this book is getting cracked out and I'm having him sign it. Guaranteed. Alright, last book for my top 20 covers haul. I know there's probably been a few more than 20. But, got to throw my Grail up there. Because I love that cover. I love that cover. Batman 251. The Bronze Age Return of the Joker. Just an iconic cover. It's been swiped for different issues here and there. Man, it's just... Love that cover. And I had it when I was a kid. Wanted to get it back. And finally I was at a financial place where I could. Found it at Comic-Con this year in Denver. Had Neil Adams sign it. CGC comes back in 8.0. I'm actually sending it back so that they could recase it because I got some Newton ring problems. I've got the paper between that they put between the cover and the book that keeps falling out. And I'm going to have them relook at it because it's supposed to be cleaned and pressed while they had it. And they're talking about some kind of crease on the back, and I don't see one. So, anyway, there you go. That is my final cover in my top 20. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm going to tag a few people, because that's just what you do in tag videos. Going to start with my buddy, OMG Chris. And Louis Jewell. We need to see what Louis Jewell's been adding to his collection, or his favorites, because I haven't seen him do this tag yet. We're going to hit JoJo over at Pop.Comics. And, I don't know. Well, we'll go with those three. Anyway, because I haven't seen anything from JoJo lately, so hopefully she still has a channel. I'm sure she's real busy out there in Las Vegas. But JoJo, if you see this, you've been tagged. And that's going to do it for right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I've got some more comic hauls coming. I've got some Facebook auction stuff and eBay stuff and just LCS and online things that I've been buying. A few Funkos here and there. But yeah, a lot of comics I still want to show you guys. But these are my top 20. Thanks for tuning in. Please leave a comment or a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the section below. And I will talk to you all later.